Greetings, everyone, and praise be Jesus Christ. Thanks for joining us once again, part 2 of a part 3 series on living our faith in difficult, disturbing, and dangerous times. Part 1, we recognize the importance of recognizing all of that and mourning the injustices. That's really step 1 in any 12-step group. It's actually part 1 of the Catholic Mass, to acknowledge our need for God, our need for His mercy, that things are not right. Part 2, I believe. Those two words have such great power. They have transformed the lives of countless men and women who are now saints in heaven. I believe. And in 2021, those two words evoke an important question. The question, what do you believe? And my friends, you and I today need, like in the days of St. Peter, to be ready to give an account for the faith and the hope that lies within us. We need to answer that question, first for ourselves and then for others. What is it we believe? The sociologist out of Notre Dame, Christian Smith, did a study on that in regards to teenagers. In 2005, he wrote a book entitled Soul Searching: The Religious and Spiritual Lives of American Teenagers. And what he discovered was that their religion and their idea of God was not unique to them, but in fact was that of their parents. And it was not so much based on a creed of who God is and what God has done for us, but rather on what he terms moralistic therapeutic deism. Now that's a big word, but in a nutshell, it means this: that God is out there somewhere, deism, that he's interested in us being good, or if we're not good, look out, and that if it feels good to believe in God, and sometimes it does, then you know what? Believe in him. Christian Smith pointed out that this moralistic therapeutic deism is not so much a creed, but like a parasite. And whatever the faith, Judaism, Mormonism, Christian, it empties faith of its meaning. And as a result, it is so self-serving. This is what counts as faith for many people today. But for you and I, let it be clear, as Pope Francis has said to us, we have a charismatic faith, a historic faith, a faith of substance, a faith that is real, based on real events. That Jesus Christ became one of us, that he taught, lived among us, that he suffered and he died, and rose from the dead. So important are these events that St. Paul could say, if Christ did not rise from the dead, our faith is of no use. C.S. Lewis could say that Christ was either a liar, lunatic, or Lord, but the one thing we should not say and cannot say about him was that he was just some great teacher. And yet, isn't that what so many think? That Christ was just one guy among others. That he was a good man, a hero that we look up to. My friends, Christian faith teaches something else. We recognize this one who was born for us to have been God. We profess the same faith that Mary and Joseph professed, that their son, who they loved and cherished and watched grow, who they stood with in good times and in bad, was God. My friends, such is our faith. And the more that we can recognize that, the more we can profess the realness, the historicity, the difference that Jesus makes, the more free we become, and the more hopeful we are. Faith then becomes transformative. We know the one who we believe in, and he is worth loving, he is worth living for, he is worth serving. anyone else does not stand a chance against him. My friends, this week, I would encourage you to look at your faith. Look at the creed that we profess and allow its substance to heal. Allow its truth to bring good news, and rejoice in the gift that we have received, a faith that professes God to be love and God to be Savior, who is awaiting, eliciting, and desirous of our yes. Yes, Lord, I believe.